Hey, I'm Amanda, wife, mother, and follower of Christ, and welcome to the Ducks in a Row podcast. I'm a homeschool mama and entrepreneur, and I have a master's degree in social work with a passion for helping others organize their life. Buckle up for a ride into sharing all I know about time management, productivity, crushing goals, wellness, organizing, and faith. I am so glad you're here, and I hope I can help you get your ducks in a row. Hi friends, I have another new offering for you and I am so excited to share this one with you. It is a quick little 30-minute course on decluttering. It goes through 8 steps and a couple of simple solutions that I have used in my organizing business since 2015. And it is yours for only $14.99. Make sure you go to the show notes and click the link and head there if you're interested. Hey guys, I just wanted to talk to you really quick about my latest offering through Ducks in a Row called virtual organizing. So what is virtual organizing? Well, first we start with a free consult call where we get to know each other and your organizing needs. I will then develop an estimate for organizing your space based on photos and videos that you send me. Once you've agreed, I will begin to develop a very comprehensive outline on how and what to purge from the space and then how to reorganize it. I will also include a vision board for the space, including photos and links to possible products and organizing solutions. Then you do the work and I'm available via voice texting or email to guide you, provide accountability, and answer any and all questions you might have. If this is something that sounds good to you, that you think you might need for your space or for someone you know, be sure to reach out or go to the show notes where I have everything linked. Okay, guys, let's get to the show. Hello, and welcome back to the Ducks in a Row podcast. I am your host, Amanda Roberts, and I am so glad you are here with me again today. Oh my gosh, guys. So, okay, I'm going to give you a little disclaimer here. I was, as I'm sitting down to record this, and just getting everything kind of ready and set up, and a lot of times I'll go and kind of, listen to some of my ads that I have, running in the show. And I'm like, okay, I feel a little bit like I'm running a lot of ads. I feel a little bit like I'm running a lot of ads lately. I feel a little bit like I am having a lot of episodes that are kind of promoting things that I have to offer. And I wanted to just give a small disclaimer at the front end of this episode here, because today's episode is also describing something that I have available for you, my audience. And I just felt like I should give a little bit of a disclaimer. Okay. Let me first start by saying I cannot tell you how much I appreciate your support, whether it is just listening to this podcast. I cannot tell you the smile that I get every time I see how many episodes an episode. Oh my gosh, I can't talk. How many downloads an episode received. I can't tell you how happy it makes me when I hit my next milestone with total downloads. And you guys, you know what I'm saying? Like this podcast is free for you to listen to, right? So it's not about me always creating stuff that does bring in an income, okay? But I will say that when you do support small business owners in this way, right? And you do actually purchase something that a small business owner has to offer. I just want you to know how happy it makes us. And I really can speak for all small business owners. I mean, okay, that's a little broad, maybe, okay, but 98.5% of us small business owners that are just out here working to bring their audience good quality products or information or services. Like whenever that is purchased, it just makes us so happy. And I'm not saying that the CEO of Target isn't also happy at the revenue that he brings in. Okay, that's not what I mean, but it is so much more personal when, I'm out here on my own running my business, completely by myself. I have no staff. I have had some staff in the past. I have no staff, and it's just me. And so when I create something and it is actually purchased by a customer, by a client, by you, the gratitude I have for it, like, I can't even explain it. Like, I just cannot even explain it. I am so grateful every single time. And even though, whatever, let's say 75% of the time this podcast is not me trying to sell you something I've created. It's just me giving you information I've learned over the years in my business and in life. There is that 25% that I'm going to use this platform to actually share with you what I have available through my business. Same goes for social media. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I on my platform, I'm giving a ton of information out for free. But 25% of the time, it is something that I'm sharing with you, that you could actually purchase from me. I'm not upset whenever somebody doesn't purchase something from me, but I am extra super duper grateful whenever somebody does. I also know that my content and what I have to offer is not necessarily for everybody. And a lot of times, everything that I do offer for free is like helpful enough that you don't need to go that extra mile, right? And actually purchase something that goes a little further or a little deeper, that's awesome. I am so thankful for that as well. I want to serve my audience with as much free content as I possibly can. But obviously, this is my job, and there are going to be things that I create that do have a price tag to them. And I know this is like an awkward conversation. I don't really like having it, but it is true, and it is so appreciated. So even if you see that there's something that I'm offering through my business that isn't for you, but you know somebody that it is for, gosh, I would appreciate you sharing that, because that is probably, like, honestly, I can speak for myself here, because this is not a huge podcast platform that I have here. It's something, but it's not huge at all. Same with my Instagram. I'm not even at 3,000 followers over there. So my platform is very small. And so the one thing that does hinder me in my business is I just don't have the eyeballs that see what I have to offer. So the more that my audience shares, maybe you will never, ever purchase something off of me. And that is so okay. We can still be BFFs. But sharing something that I have available with someone that could benefit from it, or even if it's just an arbitrary share on your Instagram. Maybe you don't know somebody specific, but you're like, well, somebody on my Instagram platform might be in need of this. Like, every little bit is so incredibly appreciated. And I could just never pour out my thanks enough for that, you guys. So I just wanted to get that out of the way. I know last week's episode I had my friend Jill on, and we were talking about the decluttering bundle. I keep calling it the decluttering bundle. And this is why, because I have my decluttering course, and that's what I'm talking about today. But they're cleaning. It's a cleaning and decluttering bundle, but it's actually more decluttering. But what's cool about it, and the reason we collaborated, is because I helped create the actual schedule making of these printouts. So they're actual schedules for you. There are options to help you keep on track with your cleaning and keeping up with your home, which is so amazing. We talked for like 30 minutes about that last week, so I am not going to talk about that anymore. Go back to last week's episode and tune in if you need more info on that. But I want to talk today about something that I created all by myself, as a matter of fact. And I actually have been advertising it here for like 2 weeks or a week. I don't know. I have an ad here that you would already listen to at the beginning of the episode about this. And but I haven't been able to break it down for you here on my podcast. So that is something that I like to do. When I create stuff, I do spend an episode breaking that down for my listeners, because I just think it's helpful, right? It's helpful to know what you're getting into. So this particular thing I'm sharing today is my Decluttering 101 crash course. And I'm so excited about this course because it is a lot of information packed into a really nice little 30-minute package, and it's only $14.99. So it's a lot. It's a lot there for such a small price tag, but I'm so excited to offer it. that I just was like, you know what, here it is, like I want everybody to be able to have access to this. I want everybody to be able to go through these steps and have it benefit them. It's that important to me, right? So I put a nice, very, very affordable price tag on it. Anybody can afford it. And when I tell you it's worth it, I mean that with all my heart. Just today, actually, I created a carousel post on Instagram about, my top 4 decluttering steps, right? And there are actually 8 that I use, but I was making it succinct. And as I was thinking about, I was like, this is why I created a course, because I could not create a post on social media that would go as in depth as I went in this particular course. There just isn't. There's just no way. So I'm going to talk a little bit about it, what it offers, what you can expect, and then I will obviously link it in the show notes, and you can head down there and check it out, check out more. The link will not take you right to a purchasing page. There's actually will give you a little more info on it. And if you want to click purchase on that page, then you can. So what is this course? First of all, I filmed it in my very own home with my very own cabinet that I was decluttering, which I don't know why that makes me laugh. Because listen, this is real life. That's why it makes me laugh. This is real life. My house is real life. I live in it. And guess what? Even as a professional organizer, my cabinets still get messy. It happens. Okay. We have to do this every now and again, and that's the beautiful thing about this course too, is you can apply it to any area of your home. Seriously, any area the steps will pertain to. I used my spice cabinet. Well, it's more than a spice cabinet, but we'll just call it a spice cabinet. I used that as an example because it is something that gets out of hand for me often enough that it happened to be out of hand just in time for me to create this, this course for you. So I give actual examples as I am going, and I show you step by step in my own home, in my own cabinet, how to implement these steps. So like I said, there are 8 steps to this. Briefly, they include emptying everything out, right? Categorizing everything, subcategorizing everything. And then, consolidating some stuff, relocating some stuff in your house, other places that it might go and doesn't belong in that area. Ditching the old broken stuff, deciding how and what to donate or what to sell, all of that, right? And then it also goes through putting stuff back. Now, I don't spend a ton of time on the putting back thing because that's kind of where organizing comes in. That's not where decluttering comes in. Decluttering and purging is really what this course is about. It's not about how to put stuff back away in an organized manner. That's not to say that there won't be a course on that someday. So stay tuned for that. But honestly, that is what I help people do in my virtual organizing. And just as a side note, before we move on, if you do hire me as your virtual organizer, you get this course for free because it is something that I want my virtual organizing clients to have access to time and time again as we go throughout their house so that they can go through these steps on their own rather than us kind of revisiting it in every scenario in their home, right? Because it can apply to every area. So just keep that in mind too. If you were considering virtual organizing, you will get this course included in that. So anyway, this course does not go into how to reorganize. That's kind of what I go in depth with my virtual organizing clients. And then we also will spend time on decluttering it. We go the extra mile. There's some coaching there and there's some extra help involved with the decluttering process if you hire me as your virtual organizer. But again, this can be applied with or without me. This course can be applied with or without me. You can absolutely go through these steps with just the course. So we go through those 8 steps. I show that in my own home. Then I also go over a pro and con exercise, which I really think is so great. And I go over a couple other tips too, just things that I have used in my 8.5 years as a professional organizer. You guys know I started my business in 2015 and have been doing it ever since. I don't really go in person a whole lot anymore, but I do it virtually. Hasn't been that long since I've been in person with someone. It's just that I used to go weekly, with a handful of clients. So that has slowed down a little, but I do a lot virtually. And so I've got the experience under my belt. I have come in contact with people who are struggling with how to get rid of it, what to get rid of, in what capacity to get rid of it, who do I give it to, what do I do, and there's just so many questions that come along with that. And while everybody's circumstance is different, I recognize that, I can still give my expertise, so to speak, on what I have seen over the years and how I have helped clients over the years decide what to get rid of and how, and in the process that is behind that and the steps that are behind that. And that is really what this course is about. It is truly about, if you were standing in front of me and we were in your home, this is what I would have you do. This is exactly what I'd have you do. These are the things we'd talk about. These are the things I'd help you with. These are the things I'd show you and teach you so that you could do it on your own next time. That is truly what this course is. And it is in a beautiful little 30-minute video, which, I don't know whether you think that's long or not, but I love the fact that it's that short and succinct, because we don't have time, as a society, to spend hours learning how to declutter something. Nope. Guess what? Pop it on your phone, pop it on your laptop or your iPad, whatever. Prop it up in front of you as you are in the space that you want to declutter, hit play, and away you go. And I'm there with you, helping you through it. And that is why I wanted to make it so succinct and so just valuable, and cram as much in as I could in such a short time, because that is exactly what I envision everyone doing it that buys this course is propping me up, beside your cabinet or your closet, and having me be there with you as you're going through this. So the other cool thing that is included, along with that 30-minute video, is some printables for you. So I do have printables available. Some of them are decluttering, from the decluttering and cleaning checklist that Jill and I created. I have the two decluttering ones that are involved or included in that bundle. I cannot talk today. The two decluttering checklists that I included in the bundle are also available for download and print through this course. You do not have to buy that on top of that. You can though, but you don't have to. They are included. It's just two checklists for that. Then I also have another checklist in there that, well, it's not really so much a checklist as it is a printout of the steps so that you can have that in front of you too. I don't know about you, but I'm a total like paper, need to have stuff in my hand type person. And so I wanted you all to be able to hold this stuff in your hand too as you are kind of going through it, if you need it. If that's not you, then cool. But it's nice because you can take notes on it, and it kind of goes over some of the additional things that I talk about throughout the video as well. And you get to see a really nice before and after of my cabinet too, which I think is so great, because who does not love a before and after of anything, you guys? A decluttering or reorganizing before and after, redecorating before and after, makeover before and after, a get ready with me before and after. I mean, our society thrives on before and afters. Truly, that was a total tangent, but I'm just saying that it's fun. It'll be fun to see, an example in my own home. So that is it, you guys. That is the Decluttering 101 crash course. I love it so much for so many reasons that I already went over here, but I hope you do consider giving it a purchase, because like I said, it is definitely affordable and definitely worth every penny. And it's something that will kind of live on over and over, and you are able to reuse it in the different areas of your home, which I think is super helpful. And like I said at the beginning, if it's not for you, cool, maybe you can get enough of what I share on my social media or here on my podcast that you can kind of piece that together and go it alone without that. That's amazing. I'm so thankful. That is one of the reasons why I do what I do. Not everybody is going to need to purchase what I have created, but there might be somebody that does need that extra step. So if that is the case, please share it, wouldn't you? And also, Keep in mind with the virtual organizing, like I said, this course does come with the virtual organizing. Just as a reminder about that, that's going to be the next step. If you go through the decluttering and you need help kind of putting it back together, or what bins make sense, or what is this space actually for? I love that part. Like, going into somebody's kitchen and like they have these like weird cabinets that are shaped a certain way. Like, I don't know what to do with this. Well, I can tell you what to do with that, and that just makes me so happy. So don't forget about that too. That's also linked in the show notes if that's something you need. But yeah, you guys, like I said, I'm just so thankful you're here. And if all you ever do is listen, I'm still thankful. But if anything ever strikes a chord and is something you might need, you know where to find me and you know how to share it with someone as well. So I just thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for that. And I hope that you're okay with getting through yet another episode of me explaining something that I do have for you, because I know that's like sometimes, but thank you for listening anyway, if you did make it through. And I will be back next week with another guest, I'm pretty sure. Oh, no, wait. I am recording with her soon, but she might not be back yet. But just know I am in a season of launching things right now. But that is over. I've explained it all. So we're getting back to regularly scheduled programming with just my typical blabbing antics like usual. And then I do have at least 1 or 2 more guests before the season is over. So make sure you come back and listen to that as well. You guys, thank you so much again for being here, for supporting me and listening and downloading and sharing and all the things that you do. I am so, so thankful. So once again, don't forget to live your life with passionate gratitude, and I will see you next time. Thank you guys so much for listening to today's episode. I really hope you subscribe and share with your friends, and don't forget to tag me on social media when you do. Always remember, lead your life with passionate gratitude. God bless. Until next time.